Woman suspected to be mastermind behind deadly attack on St. James policeman and family arrested. A woman suspected by the police of being the mastermind behind the deadly gun attack on a policeman and his family in St. James on Saturday has been taken into custody. She was arrested at a guest house in Hanover on Wednesday. She is expected to face questioning from investigators. The police report that the policeman, his wife, and their son drove to a location in the vicinity of the Evil nightclub and lounge in Reading, St. James, where he had arranged to meet an individual with whom he was involved in a motor vehicle transaction. However, shortly after they arrived at the location, they came under gunfire. The policeman's spouse, 36-year-old Latoya Crystal Stevenson, a human relations manager for Montego Bay West Village, was hit several times and died on the spot. The policeman and their son were seriously injured. The injured cop, whose identity was not released in police official report of the incident, is reportedly attached to the Air 1 Lottery Scam Task Force. Reports are that the child who suffered bullet wound to the head and the policeman, who sustained gunshot wounds to the upper body, were both admitted to a medical facility in western Jamaica with life-threatening injuries. Since the incident, the police have launched several operations to find the attackers, resulting in the fatal shooting of two suspects during alleged confrontations. Reporters understand that on Wednesday, another of the suspected attackers was fatally shot in South Spring, St. James. This brings to three the number of suspects killed by the police since the incident. On Tuesday, Andre Lukozulu Reed was fatally shot in Shooters Hill, St. Andrew, around 4:30 a.m., while Lindale Green, otherwise called Fras or Sassafras, was shot and killed during an alleged confrontation in the Anchovy police area in St. James around 1 a.m. on Monday. Meanwhile, the National Neighborhood Watch movement has added its voice to the condemnation of the deadly attack on the policeman and his family. We are deeply saddened at the loss of his wife. The more than 20,000 strong watchers in Community Island-wide, law-abiding citizens and all well-thinking Jamaicans support and cheer with the JCF against lawlessness, criminality and violence, especially against the security forces who serve, protect and reassure us daily, the organization said in a release. UWI law student welcome Payne's Peace free tuition plan for first-gen scholars. A second-year law student at the University of the West Indies, Mona, has welcomed the opposition People's National Party PNP proposal to send the first person in each family to university free of cost. I believe that this initiative is phenomenal because I know that students, not only like myself, will be able to benefit from the initiative to make a better life for the rest of their families, their brothers, their sisters, their cousins, their parents, everyone. I feel like this is a really excellent initiative, so I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully, I will be able to benefit in my third year of study, but I'm really looking forward to this, Mayor Garden said during an interview with reporters. She made the remarks at the annual Scholarship Awards ceremony hosted by Member of Parliament for Kingston East and Port Royal, Philip Paulwell. The ceremony was held in Port Royal. So I was a former recipient for the year before. The scholarship initiative by Minister Paulwell is absolutely tremendous. I am so grateful because it has assisted me so much with my funding for my studies because law school is extremely expensive and it kind of reduced the financial burden on me and my parents, she stated. I'm the first person in my family to go to university. I feel like it's such an accomplishment because I know that my investing in my future will also help my family because education is really a tool to uplift individuals, young people like myself. So I'm really looking forward to the possibility of making life better for my family, Garden continued. For Garden, while education comes at a high cost, the greater expense lies in not being educated. Some people will say that education is expensive, going to university and everything is expensive. But what I feel, life is more expensive is not receiving an education. So many Jamaicans suffer daily because they are not at a certain educational level to receive higher paying jobs. And it's extremely difficult. It's like you have to be living paycheck to paycheck to match the high cost of living. So lack of education is a lot harder, she stated. Traffic changes for Crossroad this Saturday for PNP rally. The police have announced traffic changes for Crossroad Square in St. Andrew for this Saturday to facilitate a mass rally by the opposition People's National Party. Sections of several roads are to be closed. The traffic changes will run from 6 a.m. on Saturday to midnight on Sunday. The changes are as follows. Motorists traveling along Halfway Tree Road towards downtown Kingston via Crossroad will not be able to pass the Retirement Road. Alternate route, motorists will turn right on Retirement Road, left on Studio One Boulevard and access Snipe Road. Motorists traveling from downtown Kingston towards Halfway Tree using Orange Street will not be able to continue towards Crossroad upon reaching Torrington Bridge. The alternate route is that motorists will turn onto Torrington Bridge, right on Snipe Road, left on Studio One Boulevard, right on Retirement Road and left on Halfway Tree Road. Motorists may also turn right towards West Hero Circle, left to North Hero Circle, and left on Muscat Road. Motorists traveling along Old Hope Road towards Crossroad will not be able to pass the intersection of Hope Road. The alternative route is that motorists heading towards downtown Kingston will turn left on the Tom Road Camp Road, then left on Camp Road through to South Camp Road, and right on East Queen Street towards East Parade. Where motorists traveling towards the intersection of Old Hope Road, they will have to turn right onto Yukon Road, left on Halfway Tree Road, right on Retirement Road, left on Studio One Boulevard through to Snipe Road, left onto Orange Street, left onto King Street and into North Parade. Motorists traveling along Muscat Road towards Crossroad will not be able to access Crossroad at Caledonia Crescent. The alternative route is that motorists will keep left on Caledonia Crescent towards Camp Road, Tom Red Camp Road, then turn left on Tom Red Camp Road and across to Oxford Road towards Halfway Tree. As it relates to parking, persons attending the public meeting will be able to park in the following areas. Along Snipe Road, south of Courts, no vehicles will be allowed to pass that point towards Crossroad Square. Along Studio One Boulevard in the left lane to the westerly side of the road alone. Along Caledonia Crescent in the left lane facing north, no vehicles will be allowed to park in the area leading through Caledonia Avenue towards Snipe Road. Along off-roads area leading from Halfway Tree Road, north of Halfway Tree Retirement Road, absolutely no parking will be allowed on Halfway Tree Road. Within plazas and off-roads along Old Hope Road, east of Old Hope Road, absolutely no parking will be allowed on Old Hope Road. Motorists are being asked to obey the directives of the officers who will be on location. The police concluded that persons who fail to adhere to the protocols given will face the consequences. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.